I'm sure you two heard about it today, but Peyton's been here forever now, so she knows how much trouble this program has had with Georgia State kind of over the years. So what was it like to kind of pull away from them for once? And obviously they give you guys some trouble early on in the game, but did you kind of feel like this was going to be one where you could pull away after a while?
Sorry, my voice is bad. But I felt like in the second half we really turned up our intensity and kept playing through each other. We were really sharing the ball, pushing at pace and getting more offensive rebounds. So I think that was just really helping us pull away.
Zakiya, I won't make Peyton talk much more. Zakiya, obviously, to kind of have an offensive breakout like you had, I know you and Coach O have had conversations about how much you ought to be shooting, like how much you ought to be looking for your shot and versus distributing to other people. Was this a game where it just kind of like played out that way, that you were going to get your looks and take advantage of them?
I would say like it wasn't like advantage. I just took the open shots they gave me, and then driving to the basket and seeing the wide open layups, the big not stepping over with the help and just going for the layup. So.
One of the things that Coach O'Regan told CC at halftime was that he wanted you guys to kind of slow down a little bit on taking three-point shots there coming into the second half. Can you run through that with us and how that may have changed and affected the second half for you guys?
Yeah, we knew coming into this game the key was going to be getting to the middle. They wanted to keep us out of the paint, so we knew as soon as we got in there that opened up so much for us, and I think that did getting to the free throw line early, and then once they collapsed, we were able to kick out and get open threes.
In that first quarter, you were getting a lot of shots, missing a lot of shots, getting a lot of rebounds, however, as well. What was the conversation that went on between quarters 1 and 2 there during that timeout between those two periods there around the bench?
I think we talked about like keep rebounding. That, and we know that was what was keeping us in the game, and then just taking your time on the finish, like taking care of the ball. I know we got a little sloppy at one point, so just refocusing, and then we were able to excel from there.
Zakiya, and you certainly had a good offensive game today, but I think what Coach O'Regan really appreciates about you is the floor game in general. How do you feel that you managed the game today yourself, knowing that this was going to be a scrappy team and coming at you left, right, up, down, everywhere? How do you feel like your game was today, aside from putting the points up on the board?
I would say most definitely in the beginning it was a little shaky for me. I just had to read what they was doing and finding and slowing myself down and just knowing that my team got my back. So, yeah.
Do you want to ask Peyton a little bit about their game, even though you have a weak voice today, but certainly, what Sean was saying with Georgia State. When you look at Sun Belt teams, it seems like these teams are a little smaller in stature, are the ones that JMU has the biggest trouble with. Can you give us a sense, calibrate that right now with after today's results and what you may see coming down the road with other Sun Belt teams?
Yeah, I think it's important, like we talked about it before the game, that we knew we were just going to be a lot bigger than them in a lot of areas. So that's why we focused a lot on offensive rebounding. Coach O told us throughout practice building up to this game, let's get 30 offensive rebounds. So just knowing everyone crashed, obviously these two getting back, but we knew that we were going to have kind of a height advantage, and that was some of the other Sun Belt teams. So we were able to really get some extra points just off of the offensive glass, so that helped us.
I just got one more pay. I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, it's getting better. It's getting better.
I'm
Yeah.
composure right now. Exactly. I know last time you talked about wanting more of a consistent effort from here on from start to finish. From that second quarter on, did you feel like that was kind of at the level that you were hoping for with this team, or is there still a little bit more room for improvement?
Yeah, I think we were consistent with our effort throughout the game. I think you could see that on the offensive glass. I think we did a good job having each other's backs on defense. Even we were switching up our defense a little bit. We picked up our communication in the second quarter, and we talked about that at halftime. So I think we really played well through each other.
To anybody on the group, it was a physical game, like we mentioned. Physicality led to even a couple technical fouls at different points throughout the game. Was it hard to stay locked in when things were getting a little push and shove?
I think our resilience stood out today. Yes, it was a little choppy, but our huddles, like we're making eye contact with each other, we're getting each other refocused. So I think overall we did a really good job.